Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Thursday Night Live. Yeah, it's another Thursday Night Live. Happy New Year to all the DTM followers. Yeah, DTM family want to wish everybody, all the subscribers, Happy New Year. You're in a new year, 2022. Yeah, and DTM Live will be better. We have a lot of excitement coming up this year. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of interviews, a lot of special guests, coaches, athletes, footballers. Everybody's gonna be on the DTM Live. Yeah, man. T-Got, I'm in studio tonight, and we have a lot of things to go through. Yeah, a lot of things been happening over the past week. Yeah, we have Junior Flemmings, Reggae Boy Junior Flemmings, signed to the second division. Yeah, second league. And we have a lot of happenings been happening, around football. We're also going to talk about the JPL. Yeah, hopefully we get somebody on live to talk to us about that. We have a special guest supposed to come on to give us some information about that. So we have a lot of things to discuss tonight, run through, discuss. Remember, when you come in, just smash the like button. Yeah, man. Smash the like button. Big up everybody. You understand? Just smash the like button as you come in, because we're ready to discuss and talk. Yeah, man. We're here. So, we want to talk a lot today. Yeah, man. Big up Ian Campbell. Yeah, big up Ian. Happy New Year to you, sir. Yeah, man. Our respect goes to you, sir, and we're glad for your support. You understand? Over the years, and you're always in tune to DTM Live. Big up, Ian. We have a lot of things to discuss tonight. Yeah, man. A lot of things to discuss. So, we hear some stuff going around. You understand? We want to touch on them. Just touch on them. I want to hear what you have to say, what you hear. We hear some stuff going on, some people putting out some stuff, So we want to know what's going on. Sean, Pierre, big up yourself. Happy New Year, my brother. You understand? Happy New Year. Hope you get all the blessing and prosperity for 2022. You understand? Big up yourself. Yeah, man. DTM say big up. Yeah, man. First on the list, the hot topic on the list. You understand? Junior, Reggae Boy Junior Flemmings signed for Division 2. What's your take? You understand? I want to know what's your take. What's your take? I think this is a great move for the young man. You understand? Excellent move for the young man. Leaving from the USL, and going straight into France. He's signed for Toulouse. Toulouse is second in that league, 1 point behind the leaders, and they are heavily favored to qualify. And if they qualify for League One, you know that Flemmings will be rubbing shoulder against some top-notch footballers. You understand? But he'll be still rubbing shoulder with some top-notch footballers in League 2. but we want him to get to the League One, you know. We want his confidence to rise. You understand? We want him get some, get some more physical, get some more get some more ball angling skill. You understand? Rubbing shoulder with these guys and professional, see how they operate. You understand? So we want a lot. We wish the young man a lot. So drop in the comments what you think. You understand? What you think and what you think about this move for Flemo. You understand? What you think about Flemo? Is this a good move? Yeah, it's a good move for him. That is my opinion still. It's a great move. So what do you think? A lot of people would say, English, the English league, the Premier League or Division Championship, or even Division 1. But what you say about this league? This league is a good league. It's as what I understand and trying to, read up on the league, because trust me, as Ryan, big up yourself. Go on the link and come in. Ryan, come in, we go talk. Come in, Ryan. We go talk, man. We go talk. Happy New Year, my brother. Happy New Year. You understand? We go talk about Flemo, man, and some rest of things. Come in, Ryan. So, I hear about it when I read and try to understand this league, It's a fast-paced league, I hear. It's very fast. It really moves slow. It's a physical league, too. You understand? It's a very physical league. You have to have skill. You have to have strength to play in this league. So it's not really a simple league. You understand? As sometimes we call some league bush league. Really bush league, big league. Big league. The man dropping a big league something, big football, big people something. And Flemo, a lot of people use this talk highly of Flemo from Flemo Ago JC, especially his former coach, Miguel Coley. You understand? Miguel Coley really speak highly of Flemo. I noticed that in some of the fan base, the reggae boy fan base, then they really respect Flemo. Then they really respect him game. You understand? So yeah, man. Some we don't really respect Flemo game, We don't say that. Yeah, man. I would say we don't say that we want the top-notch play. We want to see like we say week in, week out with some of the English Premier League footballer, We don't say that. We don't say that. But his game is up there. And I hope when him dropping at this side, this Toulouse side, him can show it and show him quality. Or him can build. Or him can learn. I hope he's a quick learner. And him can just grab on what the coach has say and just learn and fit in properly. We want him to really hit the ground running. But if they really hit the ground running, you understand? We just want him to just take him time. Yeah, take him time and just build himself. Try to understand the league. Don't try to overthink the game. You understand? Don't try to overthink the game. Yeah, Ian. Yeah, he's in a good league, a quality league. And yeah, man, I hope him can improve in quality. Yeah, man, I hope him can improve that. Because we need it. And we need some of these reggae boys to get some of these, come out of some of these leagues with them, You understand? Because they are quality footballers. Some of the league where them are play, them not supposed to play them league there. Honestly speaking. You understand? Some of the league where the Jamaicans, the reggae boys are into playing, them not supposed to play them league there. You understand? Because them are quality footballer. Quality footballer. Them know the football, them can knock it. You understand? Them have the physical ability to knock the football. Them have the speed. Them have the strength. Them have the skill. They can do it. You understand? They can do it. So some of them league they need to come out of them league and try. try them skill elsewhere in some big league. Rub shoulder with some big footballer. You understand? Because who know them can do it. Who know them can do it. But give us your take. You understand? We just want to know your take and what you think Flemo can do. You understand? What he's going to do. As I said before, we want him hit the ground running. But if not, just build himself in the league. You understand? And just, if him can't score, go down but force himself to score. And, just if him can assist, just deal with some good assists. You understand? And if him get the chance to score, just drop the ball in the onion bag. You understand? Drop the ball in the back of the onion bag. That one. But if him can assist, just assist. And stand and just if him can score, he can score. Yeah, man. Yes, Ryan. Good move. Good move for Flemo. We like that move there still. Big move that. Big move. Big move. So we just need some more talent out there. You understand? We have some more talent out there that need to be exposed. You understand? Yeah. One of our topics that we have again, we want to rate the new players them. The new players them that joined the squad for 2021. We want to drop some ratings. You understand? We want to ask them. We want to know your feedback on some of the players. The Curtis Still, the Ethan Pinnock, yeah, the Beer Turgot, they want to know what's your ratings on some of these players that join the Reggae Boys. We want to know what you think. We have Andre Gray, we have Amari Bell, we have quite a few players that came on. West Arden, Bear Turgot, as you say, you understand, Dylan Barnes, Anthony Grant, Kemar Roof, Mikel Antonio, want to know these players, how you feel their quality in the Reggae Boys. You understand? Want to know the ratings, how highly we rate them baller. Some of them really show a good quality. Some really good quality, Mikel Antonio show that he's a top-notch footballer. Kemaru show that he has potential, top-notch footballer, can fit in the side, and Lamar Moore defender show top-notch. Anthony Grant, top-notch. Some of these ballers are really top-notch, fit in the side perfectly. But some of them, do they really fit into the side? What's your take? You understand? We have that for talk about. And also, we have the JPL for talk about too. Because we know that is our league, that is our Premier League coming up very shortly. And we want to really promote these ballers. We want to expose some of these clubs. We want to expose the Harborview, the Tivoli, the defending champion Cavaliers. You understand? Young team with a good technician coach in Rudolph Speid. Yeah, we want to feature these clubs. The Humble Lions. We want to feature these clubs. We want to see what they're doing. How they're keeping the ballers them fit and ready. Are the ballers ready to be export? Yeah, because we have to go export some baller, Yeah, man, we have to send them away. So are the clubs prepare them well to export them, to send them out to sell them? You know, are these coaches really ready? So the league is coming up. We want all the Jamaican fans them to support the league. Yeah, man, we want sponsors to come on board, you understand, and support the league. So Sports DTM is going to highlight the JPL. Yeah, man, will be fully endorsing the JPL this season. Hopefully we'll get the relevant rights and stuff like that, and we'll behind the JPL endorsing it straight out. Yeah. So hopefully we have our special guest to come and tell us more. That's what been happening with the JPL. But as I said before, I need some discussion to talk about the ratings of the UK ballers. Yeah, we want kind of touch upon that. You know, because we know that we have an upcoming game coming in. We have a friendly coming in against Peru, and then we have the big World Cup qualifier where we need to win all matches. You understand? The first one is going against Mexico. We all know that we want full 3 points. You understand? So we need everybody on board. So we need to send a message to Paul Hall. You understand? Who don't like to see on the side, you know, who need improvement. Because we know they watch us, you know, and they take down notes. You know, them tick off when them supposed to take off and thing. Yeah, man. Big deal that we are talking about. France League is all about speed and work rate. You like that? Yeah, man. Speed and work rate. So, Flemmo, I forgot to deal with that. Speed, work rate. So, hope him can do it. But him have that. Him have the speed and him have the work rate. So, let's hope him does carry that across. You understand? With good attitude. You understand? Don't forget that. Need good attitude. So, let me hear. What's your thought about the ratings of the UK player that came in? Andre Gray, for me, good player, good forward, hold up the ball well. You understand? He played well so far for us. You know, I think he did. We get an assist from him, and I think he's a good baller for make his debut. And I think he's a good looking baller. You know, he should be in the side. I think that he should be in the side. Tell me what you think about Andre Gray. Should he be in? Should he be out? But my thing is, yeah, him can't stay. Can't go and stay for now, because, you know, yeah, Mr. Guna, big up yourself. Yeah, my co-host is not here tonight. Let me do it solo. You understand? Him saying Mr. Gray 6. Yeah, man. I second you, but now, yeah, give him a 6.5. You understand? So, anybody else? Drop on the ratings for Andre Gray. You understand? All right. Mr. Campbell, you up yourself. Antonio. Him say Antonio, him get a 9 out of 10, which is fair enough. You understand? Fair enough. When I give him a 9.5, probably 10 out of 10 for me. You understand? Me not gonna put his first game on it, because we never have a gel team. You understand? There was just some player them put, hopefully that them want kick some ball. Yes, Mr. Roof. Come on, Roof. 7 out of 10. Score a goal for us. You know, the World Cup qualify, yeah. I agree. Yeah, man. 7 out of 10 is good. Curtis Tilt. Play one game or two game. See, because they them help me out. But we need to see more. We need to see more of him. You understand? We need to see more. I don't know if we can get to see more of him because we need some friendly games. I don't think, for me, I don't think we should call him for the World Cup qualifier because, we need to see more of him. All right. Right now, we have in studio our special guest, Mr. Rudolph Speid, the coach for Cavaliers, the defending champion. Happy New Year's to you, sir. How are you? Your mic is mute.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
All right. Thank you to accept my invitation to be on the show. Tonight we want to really promote the JPL, and because it's our league and nobody not going to promote it but us. We can't expect ESPN or some other news network, sport network to promote our thing. You understand? We have to promote our thing. So I want you to tell us a little about the JPL. You're the defending champion right about now. I want you to tell us a little about it and what we expect for this season.
Well, the first thing I want to say, I know a lot of people knocking the JPL, but the league has improved tremendously in terms of tactical awareness of the coaches. If you notice, a lot of the coaches in the past, there's a lot of new coaches in the JPL now, younger coaches who are more not afraid to try things. So if you look at the game, there's some tactical situations going on all the time. It is true that we're not at the level where we should be, but there's the improvement, and the only way we can go forward is up as far as I can.
That's true. The only way forward is up. We can't go down. We must go up. Yeah, yes. We must go up. All right, there is some rumblings going around about the prize money and stuff like that. You want to just clear the air about that?
Well, the JPL paid all the prize money last year. We receive ours, the winning, and we receive the most. So nobody is satisfied with the amount of money. But at the same time, a lot of people love to do accounting. They should really look at economics because there's no better story right now there when it comes to football. There's no better chairman. The organization has never been better, earn more than any other time. It's just that things are just hard all around, and people not understanding that and want to create, milk out of stone. But it's the best. I think it's the best we can do. It's the best look we have ever had in years. It's the best JPL I think has ever been played. All the match was televised. It's the most money clubs has ever gotten for years. So things are looking up. Very good corporate governance. The JFF is always in dialogue with the JPL authorities. Audited financial statement a year is almost there. Very transparent organization. They meet. We meet very often, twice a month, 3 times a month. I think we're looking up.
Good. This one thing I want to say. Any new sponsor coming on and on board?
Yeah, there's new sponsor, and you'd have to kind of watch news because I couldn't list all of them. I'm not into opinions really, but there's new sponsor coming on board. But it's still a hard grind. The biggest problem we have is that we have no spectators. Now, playing a football league without spectators, which is one of the main source of income, it's gonna be difficult for us. But we have to prod through. One of the things that we have to be mindful is that there's no business that makes money in the first year of operation or the second year. It usually takes a while to build up, So it's the same thing here. We're coming from zero. It's a new organization, and it will take time.
Definitely time. The people are complaining about the pitches. Is there any new venue we're gonna use this season?
No new venue, and I must tell you that we just find things to complain about. If they had approved the Premier League last year, and told us to play in a riverbed or on stones, we would have played because we were so desperate to play. We wanted the players to be earning money. So halfway through the season now, people start to complain when they're not doing so well. I mean, before in the early part, there were no complaints. Everybody was fighting. Some of the complaints, though, is actually valid because we had to be playing games 12 o'clock sun. That is the time the sun is the hottest.
The sun is hot, yeah.
But it's not our fault. There's a curfew, so we have to play and leave. So people must learn to just toughen up whenever there's adversity and go through it. You see, if one team was playing in the sun and the next team was playing in the shadows, I would have a problem with it. But all the games, the two teams going at it is right there. You can't change the environment. You have to just play with it.
Okay, good, beautiful. Today I had a small discussion with one of the JPL coach, Mr. Andrew Price, and while having a discussion with him, he was telling me that he was going down to Maypen to have a practice game against Harborview. So my next question is to you: are the clubs ready for this season? Because that is just two of the clubs. Are the clubs ready this evening? Are the practice game coming in?
More than ready, because the first date for the Premier League was supposed to start was December 12th. Most clubs have been training long before that. So I think that nobody can complain this time about the short period of time. Truth is, if you have a short period of time, it's really your incompetence more than anything else, and you should have been prepared. So I'm not buying any of those things. There's ample time for you to prepare. I mean, training is not one way. You could start to train long before you really start to train on the pitch. You could give your teams stuff to do, to keep them in certain conditions. You could just keep them at 40%, 50%, and when you start training, you bring them up the rest of the way. So, yeah, last year I know a lot of people complain about training, but that was just an excuse. There's no reason for excuses in Premier League, and unless we move away from those little excuses and perform, we're not going anywhere.
Okay, let's kind of shift the thing a little bit. You are the defending champion of the league, right? I know that you lose one baller to the El Salvador League, right? How is your team ready to defend the championship this season?
No, we lose two baller. We lose Daxley. We lose Daxley to he's gone to Poland.
Okay.
But that is what our club loves. We love to send away the players overseas. And we also love to bring up youngsters that we have in our wings, just waiting, chomping at the bit to play at the highest level. We're not perturbed. That's what we do. We send away. Last time we lost like 6 of our best ballers. We lost our whole team, and we eventually win the league. And we lost a team and we eventually win the league. So we're not perturbed about that. We have the factory. We produce those players. We have them on the supply chain line. So we'll just slot in some more players. If they're up to standard, like the other players, we don't know yet. But at least we know that they know what to do. But we're not worried. We are a team that improves every year. If you notice, when we started the league last year, we improved right through to the end. And we start with those improvements. And it's kind of difficult to take away our title.
Okay, good. That I like that. I like that. Confident. All right. We were talking about finance, but tell us your thoughts on clubs joining the stock market. What do you think? You think that's a good idea for clubs to join the stock market?
Well, I always believe that where private sector excel, that's where we should go. Private sector people, buy the best things. They are the richest people in the world. Some private sector people are more richer than countries with their wealth alone that they have. So once they decide to go that way, I think it's good. I think all clubs should go that way. It's good to have, it's not good to have 100% or zero. It's better yet to have 10% of 100. And a lot of club owners tend to want to hold on the ownership themselves, to say they are the owners of this club. But as I say, if a club values zero, 100% of zero is zero. If you have 10, 20, 30, 40% of something, then you're better off. So yes, I agree with it 100%. My club have been diversifying over the years. I am the major shareholder, but still, we have three, four, I think four more other shareholders in the club. We still have some shares that we haven't sold to anyone,
Right.
and we welcome it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that the club should really look try to gear towards so they can make some revenue for the club.
Yeah.
Um, we have a I want to say a sticky situation, or a sticky problem. But I'm going to put this to you, right? We see the reggae boys, Junior Flemming um just get sold to second division side Toulouse, right? How you feel about more local players get into the national team, because this is how they're going to get exposed, and this is how they're going to get contracts for other clubs like your club, Cavaliers, or Harborview, or Humble Lions, or the Tivoli. How you feel of these players that now integrate themselves in the national side?
Well, I believe that every country should have two teams. They should have a team that is the team that they call a killer team. Whenever the opposition is good, that
Right.
is a team play. But you should always have another development team that comes along with young players. Countries have to plan for the next cycle, which is every World Cup. Unlike clubs who just buy the best player and want to win every year, countries have to provide, for cycles.
Right.
So it is brilliant idea for us to ensure that certain tournaments, certain games, we have the second tier youngster, young gun lions playing in those league, in those matches.
Right.
So overseas clubs can look at them and bring them abroad. And the reason why I said this, unlike athletics, where we have the best coaches in the world, right? Develop in football, we don't have the best coaches in the world. There's a lot of coaches outside that are much better than our coaches. So for our players to go away at a fairly young age to learn from these top coaches is the best thing can happen to Jamaica at this time. No, I don't say that will be constant, but at this time is the best thing can happen to the local players in the Jamaica Premier League to play on the national team so they can be seen and go and play abroad.
All right. All right. I'm going to ask you a question right now. All right. I'm going to put in a slight little position. I want you to tell the fans we have a large fan base out there. I want you, Mr. Speid, to try to sell or try to ask people to watch the JPL this season, because this is our focus this season. I tell you, this was part of our plan to sell the thing. But I want you now to tell the fans why they should watch the JPL.
Well, first, the everyone knows in football that the Jamaica Football Federation showpiece. It is a thing that the federation is judged by is the quality of the premier competition in your country. That's what it is judged by. Not
Right.
the international games. You only play 5 of that or 6 of that every year. So for development is the highest competition that you have in the land that everybody aspires to play in. So when you watch a JPL, what you're doing is supporting the development of the Jamaican footballers. You are supporting the development. You are allowing the players to also earn a salary. And you might think it's indirect, but it's more direct than you think. So if you come to the matches and pay to come in, we garner more revenues to be able to do development, because we haven't been able to play under 20 competitions because we don't have enough money. So you are helping development by coming to the match. You are helping development to just watch it on the television. So we get the good numbers. So people will want to buy the product to sell, to buy the product to watch. That is at a television station. They'll give us a bigger figure. Also, international partners will start to want to show this product abroad. We have secured one. So it is very important for you to support the JPL. It's important for you to talk about it so the whole of Jamaica can be engaged in it. What you're engaging in the public is nation building. You're engaging in building the youth of the country so they can come up and make a living for themselves and their families. So don't look at it myopic, look at it in the broader view of what you're helping to achieve.
Nice. Quality. So, Mr. Speed, the next question to you. You understand? The fans want to know. There's a let me take this thing on the thing. It's a Mr. Speed, you need to change the name of your club, name it the Kingston Cavaliers to attract a larger fan base. What you think about that, Sir Speed?
Brilliant idea. You see, your listeners, good, brilliant. The truth is correct. It's not just fan base too, but if somebody come to Jamaica and wanted something to care about to say they have been to Jamaica, they could just buy a jersey or they could buy a paraphernalia from the club. Right. So and it would say I've been to Kingston, which Kingston is actually a very important and significant capital in the world. It's on everywhere you go, you see people have Kingston, the capital Kingston is there. So it's really a brilliant idea, and we have thought of the idea before. We have asked permission to rename the club. I suppose we just never get around to do it because we're probably coward, but it's a brilliant idea.
Okay. We're taking a few more questions. Boss Thomas said, what is the JPL doing to broadcast the JPL on an international level?
No, it depends on what you call international. We have a partnership with a provider in Europe, I think, to broadcast the JPL, and they pay us some money per game. It didn't happen last year because the season was short, and by the time we get all the logistics right, it wasn't able to happen. But that contract is in place, so that will happen. Also, you have to, Sportsmark does send it to probably about 18 countries plus the tri-state area. So again, we have some international appeal. Last year when we were playing in the final, every single person in St. Lucia was watching Daxley winning the cycle. They were beating drums. You could have seen the video. So no, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Okay, nice. We have on this MET-TV say, Mr. Speed, if we continue to use the national team as a means of selling players, we'll never get quality for another World Cup. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I never said that. I said we should have two teams. One that we definitely pick and say, this is the team that when we want to beat anybody, this is the team we use. But for development purpose, we must have a young set of players who will develop properly, because the team that we use now, a lot of those players might not be in 2026 because of different reasons. Age could be one of them. Mm-hmm. So you must develop a second team. And I'm saying again, our coaches are not the best in the world when it comes to football. Yes, we are the best at athletics, not football. So I'm just saying that sending away these players to be coached by coaches who are better than us, than what we have in Jamaica now, will do better for Jamaica football in the future. So the person who is asking that question, that's a lot of upside. There's some downside, but I think the upside outweighs the downside. Not to mention that the only way local clubs can survive and develop their infrastructure is to sell players overseas. And so if you don't sell anybody overseas, what you're earning in Jamaica is just hand to mouth, making a loss, beg the difference. So there's no downside to helping players to go abroad.
All right, people, remember when you're coming in to smash that like button, yeah? And we're talking to Mr. Rudolph Speid. He's the technical director of the Cavalier FC. He's also the defending champion of the JPL. And this year, one of DTM prime objective is to promote this league, because this league is our league. You're going to see we talk to coaches. You're going to see we talk to players. You're going to see we bring in some of the finest Jamaican football on this platform. You're going to see they showcase their skill. You understand? Because we have some good ballers out there. You understand? So we're still taking some more question. CC Sports said, Mr. Speid, would you not say that the under 23 is the second team? They're asking if the under 23 is not the second team.
Right. So this year there will be this cycle for the Olympic. There will be no under 23 competition, Olympic qualifiers, because what has happened in CONCACAF is the under 20 team, players born 2003. They are the ones who's going to play in 2023 in the under 20 World Cup if we reach it. So those are the players that are are available. Also, in that World Cup qualifiers, that is the competition that is used to pick the team that will represent CONCACAF at the Olympics. So we have lost that generation right now, and we have to fix it. So one of the better things to do is to get the players born in that year to be playing playing a team, a national team, the senior national team. But like say we're playing a Cayman or a Antigua, and I don't want to call too much name like a Bonnier because I don't want them to say this. That team could run out instead of the best team that we have. So that we develop them along. Look here, this is not a new concept for Jamaica. I know some people want to knock it because everything we do at Jamaica, we knock it.
Yes, that is true.
USA do the same thing. They send the C team to the World Cup. They have a B team, they have a B team. Come on. It's practiced all over the world. This is not new to us alone. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. It practiced all over the world. I didn't make it up. I am just trying to use the best practices over the world to get it to come to Jamaica without having to pay the cost of finding out what is the best practice for myself.
Nice. All right, Mr. Speid, I want you to tell the people all right, do you think we have enough stars to attract fans to come and watch the JPL? You think we have enough stars?
Yes, but they'll take a little time to establish themselves because if you saw what happened last year, Premier League, you wouldn't even recognize half of the players who played in the 2019-20 season. Half of those players didn't play in this league. It was just a new set of players that a lot of people don't know who these players are, including my team, who changed like 3/4 of the team was changed. So people remember certain players. Some of them come and play one game, some of them go overseas and not come back. But now that the youngsters have established themselves, some of them get called in the national senior team, you will start to see following on those players, and then people will start to appreciate how good those youngsters are. In addition, last year, I think we had 7 players from the Caribbean playing in our leagues. The intention is to double that this year, and I think it will, or triple. And if that happens, then clearly there'll be more excitement. People from those overseas countries. I know there's 2 Antigua here now. There's more St. Lucian. There's somebody from Cayman. So once all of those people start to roll in our Premier League, then the excitement will go up because I think the overseas players did themselves proud last year, and I'm just hoping they're going to kick on. And the local players will be jealous and want to join them because we got in our transfer window a St. Lucian international goalkeeper. That's the one that we got from St. Lucia, even although Doxley left. So people are going to be looking forward to seeing these guys perform. I think it's going to get better and better and better. If we can get the whole Caribbean to be watching our league, that's a big step.
That's a plus. Yes.
Yeah, and that look like where we're heading now.
So our league will be showing across the Caribbean.
On Sportsmax, no. It was from the last year on Sportsmax.
Okay, 18 beautiful. I want to ask you about one of your players, Mr. Atkinson. Busy Atkinson. How far you think he's going?
All the way to the top.
You think he has the quality to play overseas?
Definitely. Let me tell you something about that player.
Yes, man. That's what I want to know. Tell the people about the player.
That player is lightning fast, right? That player can use both feet. That player can hurt you a lot of ways. He can dribble and he can shoot from distance, that miniature player. That player knows where the goal is. That player is just a goal scoring machine from he was about 12 years of age. And then all of those set plays is deadly at corners, deadly at free kicks. And with all of those attributes, one of his best attributes, he works so hard when he doesn't have the ball. Right. He doesn't stop work. And that is why that sets him apart from 99.99% of players in the world, because he works so hard after the ball and have those offensive threats. Now, again, he needs to get a chance. If he doesn't get a chance, that talent could go. by the wayside. And so for him to get his first national call up is just really in the right direction. Of course, already we have gotten offers coming for him since he has gotten called up, and some of them not so good though, but at least it's a start. And we just hope that somebody have the common sense to realize that this player in a couple years time could be worth 30-40 million easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What about young Topi?
Oh, well, as you know, Tope came back last year. He was a little bit out of shape, but he has stood nicely, gotten down his weight, fit, train every day. He had called me from the US to say, Coach, I'm coming back to win you the title. Every day he remind me, remember what I said, I'm gonna keep my word, and I've said okay. But Tope is just a winner.
Yeah.
And from he was young. I must tell you also that Atkinson, let me tell you something about Atkinson. I need to go back to him a little. Atkinson.
Yeah, man. We want to talk about, hold on. People, this is one of the players that will be featured in the JPL. Yeah, from Cavaliers. This is one of our players that you need to go out and watch. It's a busy Atkinson. Just Speid, tell us about Atkinson.
And then I go back to Topi. So we have Atkinson from he was 12 years of age. We brought him to Cayman and he was about 14. We played him in a international tournament, and we met Tottenham Hotspur in the final. Tottenham Hotspur from England in the final. And they were no match for him. He just blew them apart. We won the finals 2-0. You can check it out. Cayman Area International 2015. We bought Atkinson and based on what we did to Tottenham Hotspur, we're invited to the Gothia Cup in Sweden. Because people were saying, you beat Tottenham. Is that true? They came to watch us in Jamaica, and when they saw our team play, they said, okay, you can come to the tournament. They invited us. We went there. We reached the B finals. On the way, we beat teams like Deportiva, the Alves that play in the Spanish La Liga, in the under 17 category. Again, Atkinson scored the winner, deadly right throughout the game. We went back, and this time we went to the A quarterfinal again. On the way there, also soon that we playing Champions League 6-0. Atkinson torment them. So I'm just telling that this player was bred for international football. He just didn't play football in Jamaica. We play a team like FC Dallas from the USA, 4-0. Atkinson again, tormenting. As you know, he has won everything for KC, Manning Cup, but every cup. He didn't even play his last year because there was no competition. Manning Cup, and then Flow Cup. I mean, when it comes to Kasafa title, he just won everything, 13, 15, 17. And then he comes into the Premier League, established himself as a starter. First year he came in and established himself as a star. Well, 2 truncated seasons, he has played 2 half seasons, and established himself as a star. You know, one of the players that people talk about the second year. So the sky's the limit for him. Okay. And he's not in 20. As back to Tope, right? Tope, as you know, is a double threat. That's what makes him say Tope passes better than most midfielder. His passing is when Tope played in the under-20 World Cup qualifiers for Jamaica. Nicky O'Daly scored the most goals with 6. Tope at centre half was the second leading goal scorer for Jamaica. He scored 5. A lot of people don't even know that about him. He's a goal scoring centre half who is just rare in the world. Not in Jamaica, in the world. He's a goal scoring centre half. And he passes better than most midfielders. That's the type of player we have. And if you think he was good last year, wait till you see him this year. He's like 50% better.
All right, so my question to you then. So how is it important for local players like Atkinson and Tope get playing time at a national level?
It is, you never really learn anything until you play at the international level. No matter how good you are at the local level, the mark of you being a good footballer is when you play at the international level, because you might study the people locally, but the diversity that is at the international level, you can't study it. You know, you have to kind of learn on the job. And you can study it. Yeah, you can study it, but it's much more difficult because just imagine a pro license coach. We're going up against a pro license coach who can decide that he's not playing this particular way today. He's playing somewhere different. So that is the time you get to learn properly. You don't know the players that well because they are international that play all over the world. You don't know them that well. It's not day in, day out players they're playing against. So international competition is what really teach you to play the game. And when I say international, preparation is not at the international senior team. Atkinson and Topi, they were prepared. Topi went to the Gotia Cup. They were prepared to play at the international level because of the amount of money that Cavalier would have spent on those players to make sure that they play internationally from a young age right up to they start to represent Cavalier in the Premier League team.
All right. I'm going to take this question from Mr. Douglas, Norris Douglas. He said, Mr. Speid, the JPL should select a group of 40 talented young players, we just call 2, you understand, on the island, get them a private sector, get private sector to adopt them and sponsor them to start training for the 2026 World Cup. What's your thought on that?
No, well, I mean, the 2026 World Cup, we have to choose the best available players wherever they are, right? So it couldn't be just that 40 that we try and put into a camp. And the world is not made up like that anymore.
Right.
These players will need to play at the highest possible level. What we should do is make time out for them to be reunited and able to play together. But the best child learn by going out in the world and getting different experiences. I don't believe that we should pack up 40 players in one location and 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches at them every single day. They don't learn like that. Some of the best players that I know, they learn by playing free will. Some of the best players in the world, they learn to play on the streets, on the beach, and they play 40 hours a day, and that is one of the best teachers. The world is the best teacher, not academy where everybody stay there and play the same or same with all of the same people all the time. So I wouldn't agree that we should do that, but I think that we should get them together as much as we can, but let them go out everywhere in the world that they can and get experiences and get proper training.
Okay, good. So we have players all about, so we need everybody, the best players on board to play for the national team, not local players alone. All right. Claudia Adjes, where is Eddie and where is Adrian? One of my favorite moderators. They are not here tonight, so you have T-Gat for deal. You have T-Gat and Mr. Speid, the technical director of the Cavaliers FC, and he's also the defending champion of the JPL. We're talking about the JPL now because Sports DTM is promoting the JPL. We want people to support the team. We want sponsors to come on board. They have young stars ready to showcase their talent, ready to explore it and go far. You understand? All right, so Mr. Speid, we're talking about Atkinson. Will Atkinson move in January or in the summer?
I don't know. One thing I know that every time you see him, he'll be a better player. He's training hard, he's doing new things, and we're giving him license for him to excite the fans when possible. But I don't know when he's going. I can't say.
Okay. So otherwise from Atkinson and Topi from your side, you know about any more star from any other clubs them that players should read, that people should go out and watch? Persons should go out and watch?
Yeah, but you need to. Yeah, we have a player by the name of Ronaldo Webster. He has been the leading scorer in every competition. He has been in the Costa Cup. He plays in Manning Cup, and he's a very bright player. He went to 3 high school. You see how bright he is? So this is a player that was in demand, and he was one of our most influential players last year. It's just that he got injured after we beat Portmore and he scored against them. He got injured for the semi-finals. We brought him back for the finals. I mean, he gave us the goal before he got injured and had to come off again. So That's another player you have to watch out for. Then you have players like Richard King. He played 8 Premier League games, and the national team under coach Whitmore called him to this team, the team that went the best team with everybody by just playing 8. And that is a quality center half. Him and Tope player on the back. I mean, you have Jadine White, you have Kyle Ming, we have a lot, you have Chanel Thomas, we have a lot of exciting players. And then there's a player that we're going to introduce this year, and people are gonna marvel at the quality. His name is Campbell. He was a former national under 17 standout. He plays left back. Deadly player. I mean, lots of energy, tireless. So, Cavalier, we have Tavar Thompson who came over in this transfer window. We only transferred a couple of players, and also, as I said, the guy from St. Lucia, Vino Barkley. He's a national goalkeeper. So, if you just want to watch a lot of players, Cavalier we're going to find 11 good players that you can just come and watch. Of course, we have some youngsters like Christopher Yanes that play for Calabar. He's part of us. Cleo Clark that plays for I think Gavin Masio. So just watching Cavalier alone, you have a lot of players to look at. But let me finish answer your question now. Of course, there's Shaquille Bradford from Waterhouse. He's a quality player. He's an assassin. Last year, when Waterhouse was struggling, he brought Waterhouse to first place in the Premier League. You have to watch that guy. There's Fletcher from Waterhouse too. There's Akasa Chung from Harborview. Krista J. Agada has gone overseas. He's in a club overseas. But, I mean, it's going to be exciting. You have Cephas from Arnett Garden, lightning quick player. Moby is back. Of course, Mount Pleasant, you have Jordan Fletcher. I don't know if he got through in his contract. You also have the youngster, I can't remember what his name now, that is called to the national team. Oh, you have Ramon Howell from Waterhouse. Lots of young, exciting players. You also have a midfielder by the name of, he comes from a long line of brothers. I can't remember what his name was.
Okay.
But these are all young, talented players who is going to, I think, set the league alight this year, and people should come out and watch them. This is the next generation of top quality players you're going to be seeing in the league. Then in the Manning Cup, I'm sure a lot of players who did well, people will be knocking on their doors. I've knocked on the doors of a couple. So I can just see excitement after excitement in this league this year. People should just come out and watch. And I also believe that the quality, remember, last year is the first year Jamaica had a pro licensed coach coaching in our league, which was Wally Downs from Mount Pleasant. You have A licensed coach in Donovan Duki, right? You have a lot of B licensed coaches in the league now. So it's the quality of coaches that we have is so great. Before we used to use coaches that have D license and C license. Now there's this big upgrade in the quality of the coaches, and we should expect the play to improve because of that.
Nice. All right, let's thank you for that short summary of other side, but it's like I have you and I hopefully get other coaches online. I want to stick to the Cavaliers. So, yeah. Cavaliers, any transfer coming in or any transfer going out for Cavaliers this season?
Well, I told you to Kamai Simpson and Melvin Duxley, those two is gone, basically gone, right? Although Duxley is at trials, I don't expect him to come back because he himself has improved tremendously since he came to Jamaica.
Right.
But we got Tavar Thompson from former Manning's High player. That's a lot of quality there. He didn't play the last year in Manning in the Costa Cup, and so he's in. Vino Barkley, St. Lucia international player, goalkeeper, is in. And then we go to a youth system. We have a lot of youths that we're going to be playing much more this year. McCleary, who scored 1 goal last year, you'll see a lot more. Christopher Yainsworth, who debuted last year at age 15. Wow. And he also played in the final Cleo Clark, who debuted at 16, and he also he played for us a couple matches. So we're not perturbed that we might have lost those players. We have adequate replacement. Brian English, who was on suspension for a while because of what he did in one of the games, in about the fifth game, he didn't play for the rest of the season because we're strict on discipline. He's back, right? We talk it over and he's back. So we believe that we'll struggle a little bit initially, but because we have to adjust for those two stalwart, Duxley and Simpson, a bit. We might struggle a little, but we believe with those replacements will be good. And as I said, Kenroy Campbell, oh, that's a devastating player. He didn't play for us last year. We had his signature from last year, but he didn't play. So he's in now. Kenroy Campbell from, I think he is from Hanover. And then we have Gibbons, who again didn't play for us last year, but he was on our register. He's back. So that is why we didn't go to the market a lot, because we had players we could call from, and we have done that.
All right, my question to you, because you've been mentioning a lot about young players. All right, tell us how Cavaliers able to attract young talent and not veteran. You're not into the veterans, but you're just attracting young players. Yes. not only locally, but over the Caribbean. You're going for young players over the Caribbean. Tell us.
Right. So it's two reasons. One, let me give you like a secret. What you have. You know about generation.
Listen up. Coaches, listen up.
There's different generations, and they have different characteristics. So a lot of coaches, if you notice, it's not just me alone. A lot of coaches all over the world introducing young players. Arsenal with a set of young players. It's the first they started to do so well now with all of these young players. Manchester City started to introduce young players. Chelsea, everybody, right? Liverpool, Real Madrid have a lot of youngsters now coming through, carrying them to the top of La Liga. What we realized when we did that deep dive, and it's still a little secret, Generation Z is, and you have Generation Y, right?
Yes.
Those are the two sets that is played now. Of course, Generation Alpha not old enough yet. So when we did that deep dive, we realized the difference between both generations. Generation Z, that are people born 1999 and after, they are willing to work hard if they see the reward right in front of them. Generation Y, more believe that they're entitled, more believe that they can be anything they want to be in the world, but they're not willing to work hard enough for it. And they believe they are more entitled. So what we have done is just stick with Generation Z. And what we realize is that it's true. Right. What they say about that generation, they will work hard if you show them the reward and they get it almost same time. They need instant gratification too, but they are willing to work harder than Generation Y. And that is why a lot of the top coaches are just gone for younger players right away. Of course, there's a veteran players who can play good and you can't throw them away. But if you notice, a lot of the teams that are at the top now doing well are young players. Even USA, the player that devastated Jamaica was an 18-year-old, Davis. That's right. That's with everybody. We're just afraid in Jamaica to put an 18-year-old in the field. Right. And so we have found that works for us, and we have decided that that's the way we're going to go. Before we even do the deep dive, but before that, why young players come to us, there's two things that we practice at Cavalier. We never load our team with 40 players because they can't get playing time. A lot of time we have 16 players on the roster, 18 players, 20 players. Everybody will play. Everybody will get playing time no matter what. We put in our 18-year-old goalkeeper against Fear, even though we know we had to win the game to qualify for the playoffs. So we're not afraid. And then the last thing is that majority of the funding that we have is spent on the youth. Like 75 to 80% of our funding is always spent on the youth. So when we go to the Gautier Cup, that's like a $7 million bill. But we do it twice. When we go to Cayman, we do it. When we go to Mexico to play in a tournament there, that's a big bill. But that's where we spend our money. So youngsters are encouraged to come to us. Of course, we do win all the youth titles too. But I think those are some of the reasons. It's not just one reason, it's a multiple reason, but it is planned. It's not something that happened by the way, it's something that we plan.
Nice. All right. One more question, and maybe we soon next 5 or 10 minutes we're gonna shut off.
Sure.
Tell us about Cavalier philosophy or policy on playing young players. We want it out there so other coaches can get the blueprint, to use these young players that they have.
Well, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is our possession game and movements. So we look for pace, we look for people who can keep going, and we look for speed and speed and skill, and we have whole heap of movement. So yeah, you find that younger players tend not to give the coach no whole heap of excuses when they not do the right thing. They're willing to learn. They're willing to say, yeah, I could come again. And that is what we have found. So we kept persevering to them. So it has become our philosophy that it is much harder for you to curb a player that is 22, 23 than to try to curb a player that is 14, 15, or 16. So what we have done is really to pick our senior team players at age 17.
Right.
So if a player is coming up to our youth system, we know at age 17 that he's going to go in the senior team, not any other age. We don't wait until years 20 or 18 or 19. At 17, we decide to bring across. So we bring across Topi at 17. Ryan Miller play at 15. We bring across Kaim Paris at 16 or 17. Alex Marshall at 16. Chevron Marsh at 17. All of those top players that Nicky O'Daly at 17. All of those players that become top players for us, they played for us for 16 or 17. Which is consistent with what happened in the world. Pele played for his club, his country at 16 or 17. Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. That's it. If you wait to play these players, they'll never come out to anything. Their curve of learning is at its highest at about that age, 16, 17, 18. And we have just followed that blueprint because we have had success with it. When we were in the Premier League for the first 4 years, we were just hanging on every year trying to avoid being relegated, come 9, 10, 7, 6. Once we went to the youth process, after we got regulated, we went to the youths and we come third, and then we win. So clearly, it is a no-brainer for us what we're supposed to do. And
Right.
everybody
Youth.
in the company bought into the philosophy that the youth is the way to go.
Yeah, it's a long time we are promoting youth. From we are playing football, we are promoting youth, but them always say are the veteran them and the old man them for play football. So we see that young players are really marketable to sell overseas. You understand? You called some name now, Nicholas Hamilton, the Karim Paris, the Chevron Marsh, the Alex Marshall, etc. And these players are better players to market overseas. You understand? The 17-year-old and the 18. These people are, because we know that football have a lifespan. By the time you touch 27 going in 28, people consider you old. You understand? So
The thing is to say, if you start playing at 16, 17, you become a veteran at 21. So when you become a veteran at 21, veteran player, because you play 4 years, that youthful exuberance and pace and speed and everything you want to do good, it's difficult to stop you again. By the time you reach about 25, you're almost perfect. Mm-hmm. But if you start play at 21 for your Premier League club or 22, by the time you take out 3-4 years to develop, then you're at 26 before you become the real deal. Nobody want to look at you again because they must say, well, you soon reach your prime at 28.
Right.
So that is what is happening. So we decided that our philosophy is no. We want to develop you by the time you catch 20, 21. So like our Ronaldo website that we have, he's 20. I think this is his 4th year in Premier League. He's just 20. He's 20. This is his 4th year or probably his 5th year. Just to give you an idea of how we think. Topi played is 21. People don't even realize that Topi is 21. Jadine White is 21. People don't even realize that Jadine White. They have been playing so long. That's like 4 or 5 years. People are saying you're still 21. So and now those players are now veteran players in the league at that age. Now is the time for them to go international and kick on their career. So we're just hoping that happens. So we're not going to change. Then when players in the rural area or in Kingston, have hear that they have an opportunity to play for a Premier League club, we have now become the club of choice. They want to come to us first. So the investment was good.
Okay, nice. Last question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. We hear a little rumor. You understand that Ricky Hill is the new Mobile United coach. Is that true?
Not a rumor.
Okay, so it is true. So Ricky
That's
Hill
what,
is coaching
that's what,
a
that's what I
Jamaican
heard.
team.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay, you heard it too. All right,
Yeah.
so there you have it. We want to thank Mr. Rudolph Speid for coming on tonight to talk about the JPL. JPL is going to start when again, Mr. Speid?
The 15th or the 16th, because I know there's an issue with money and the Costa Cup. There's a competition that, so it might start the 16th. And you hear it here first. We might put it back one day. It was supposed to be 15th. Yeah. And we're up against Arnett Garden in our first game. That's, I must tell you, people, Arnett Garden versus Cavalier, you will not see less than 3 goals. We have had goal matches 4-2, 4-3, 3-2. I mean 3-0. When Arnett Garden and Cavalier meet, is two of the most exciting attacking team, and goals going to be scored. Don't miss it.
So a week from now, Sunday the 16th,
Yes.
January 2022, we're going to have Cavaliers. You hear it first on Sports DTM. We're going to have Cavaliers versus Arnett Garden. Hopefully we get some clippings to show you. We want to try to feature Arnett before the week finish, so you can have an idea of what is going to happen. So we want to thank Mr. Rudolph Speid for joining
And this
us.
before I go, and the second week is
Go
a
ahead.
repeat of the final, Cavalier versus Waterhouse.
So there you have it again. The second week, you're going to have a next big match, Cavaliers versus Waterhouse. So hopefully we get some clippings to show you so you can see what you all been missing. We want you to come on board. We want you to sponsor. We want the sponsors out there, private sectors out there, come out and sponsor and promote and push this league. Also, we want to thank Mr. Eddie Guna in back office working, putting out the question and stuff like that. I know you don't see him, but he's still working. I want to thank him. I want to thank also Adrian out there still working, and pushing out question. I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight. This Sports DTM Live is very short, but we want to promote the JPL coming up. It will be starting next week, Sunday, the 16th. You understand? Starting the 16th, I want everybody to come on board, and you're going to see some clippings. And maybe, I don't know if we're going to get in the live match, but you're going to definitely see some clipping on this sports station, Sport DTM Live. I want to thank again our special guest, Mr. Rudolph Speid, Technical Director of the Cavaliers. All right. So, Mr. Speid, one more question. Where can we get the jerseys? We want to know where can we get the jerseys. We want jerseys too, because I want someone virgin ship up some jersey for me, so we can have my Cavaliers shirt. I talk about Cavaliers. So where I'm going to send them an address. Where can I get the jerseys?
We not have it locked yet, but we're working on something. We're working on an international partner to partner with us, so you'll be able to order online from them, and they'll ship it anywhere. So I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Dave. And the next question, is there a website we can follow the league?
Yeah, JPL has a website, Jamaica Premier League, and we also have a YouTube channel, TV channel, so you can follow league on those. I think we stream live, and of course Sportsmax and Digicel. You can find it.
So there you have it. They have JPL have a website. You can follow it. They also Sportsmax will be showing it, and they also have a YouTube channel. You understand? And also we're gonna see if we can get piece of the pie. You understand? Got the pie big, and you can also follow Sports DTM. All right. Yes. Want to thank everybody that joined us and watched. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. This has been another episode of Sports DTM Live. I want to thank you all. Be blessed. Have a prosperous 2022. Thank you. We're out.